Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, thank you for your interest. I hope you stick around. My name's Brad, and this is Wannabe Racer. So, this is my new baby. This is my new engine from 4Piston. This is a badass K24 A1, fully built, straight from 4Piston. I just got back with it. I won it from a giveaway. I bought a $38 shirt. The odds was like 1 in 1,000, and I got really lucky. It's the first time I've ever won anything of any significance in my life. Just the way it was meant to be. Chasing those dreams, man. So this is what dreams are made of, right here. Thank you again, 4Piston. I just want you to take 1 minute to think about what this could be like. Just sit there and listen to the drum beat of this engine. You're getting ready to launch this thing down the track, down the street versus some shitty Mustang. Mustang owner be like, "What the fuck just happened?" Hell yeah, man. I just got beat by a little forebear. Oh no, man. I can't ever show my face again. What an experience that would be. I want nothing more than to share that with you. If we can make this happen together, hell yeah. Now I encourage you to stick around to the end of the video to listen to me talk about the different paths and possibilities that we have for this engine. So, we're going to get into what makes this engine so special and our possible plans for it in the future. Okay, so let's get into the goods of this engine. The cylinder head is a Pro 156 CNC ported 4-piston head. The finish on the outside of this engine is just incredible. 4-piston is the only one that decks the flanges of the intake and the exhaust ports. And let's see if we can look at some of this port job. Now this is a less aggressive port job. This is set up for the street, so they don't go in there and hog it all out. They have a certain set of parameters that they follow, that they know works. Now, me personally, I've never had a CNC ported head before. It's always been my hand was the CNC machine. Anyways, you can see they're block off plates. If you got one over here, just everything. If you look, all the hardware is brand new on this thing. It's just amazing. The finish on the valve cover is just awesome. I think this is an amazing touch. I love to see that. But of course, surface is decked. Again, we'll take another shot. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pop the valve cover off this thing and see what we got going inside. So we'll start over here. We have the 4-piston cam gears that have the upgraded larger size ARP bolts. And as we come over to the side, we have their tool steel billet RR4 road race camshafts. These things are pretty nasty. If you can see the machine work on these things, it's just beautiful. These are some pretty wild camshafts. Of course, they do get more extreme. The lift on this sucker is 600, so 0.600 lift. That's a lot of lift. For comparison, for you guys that don't know, or this is the first time that you've been to this channel, this is my 800 horsepower turbo built H22, fully built, sleeved, forged, everything. Runs on nitrous, E85, all that good stuff. This has BC cams in it. They're stage 2. They're stage 2 NA camshaft. And the lift in this is only 470. So it's 469, 470. And it made all the difference in the world. If this is the first time you're seeing this engine, guys, I'm going to put a card up in the top. If you want to watch this thing get down on the street, go ahead and watch the video. Let's get right back. So for the equivalent, this is a 600 lift cam. That's massive. I mean, this thing's gonna get nasty, and it'll be able to go up to 9,600 RPM, 10,000 RPM. You know, just awesome for the street. We'll go ahead and we'll talk about what's in the bottom.
So we're taking a K24 block. First, we'll start with the bottom end. We're putting a Sains S-Series rod. Probably one of the highest quality H-beam style rods on the market. Really nice finish work. K24 crank, 12.5 to 1, 88 millimeter piston from Wiseco. We're going to be doing ACL race bearings in this engine, a baffled sump. This engine will be valve cover to oil pan with a 4-piston valve cover. It's going to have our ported oil pump. ARP head studs, all Ferret stuff. We put all the good shit in this engine, okay? All Ferret valves. These are 5 times the tensile strength of an OEM valve. And OEM valves are great. Honda stuff's awesome.
And we have multiple options that we can go with here. There's a lot of different paths. First, the ones where the engine stays in my hand. We can, the most economical way would be to put this in an Acura RSX. It already has the transmission, it has the shifter, it has the wiring, it has, you know, a lot of the basic stuff that we need to get this thing on the road. That's the most economical way. I like those cars, they're nice. I mean, they're sharp. There's a local guy around here. He's about an hour away. He's got a turbo one that runs 950s, man. I mean, he's got a 4-piston head, imagine that. Guy's a little bit of an ass, but still, this shit is fast. So, then, you know, or we could put it in like an EK or an EG Civic, and that's where it would shine the most. You know, really light setup. Be fun, hell yeah. A little more expensive, but you know, definitely that's probably the best route to go for this engine, and the amount of power it produces and all that stuff. Or we could sell it to fund another project, like an all-wheel drive H2B setup. It'd be like 400 or 500 horsepower. I'm more of a budget-minded build, you know. Kind of do like a nip and piston forged rod, springs, retainers kind of deal for this H22A1. And then the last option would be to sell this engine, buy a badass 4-speed dog box, a no lift shift dog box. There's a company out in Washington that's working with GearX that has finally come out with these 4-speed dog boxes that can handle over 1,200 horsepower. There's a guy named Aaron Lopez that helped develop with a bunch of other guys this H22 the few H22 crew. I don't want to leave anybody's names out, so if I did, my apologies. But anyways, they've developed this badass transmission, and it would allow us to run fast in the Prelude and launch this thing like it's meant to be launched, and see what it can really do and chase some records. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, that was my original dream. So trying to leave some flexibility in. I know the K series is the big ticket item these days. I'd love to see it too, but we gotta see what we're gonna do. As of right now, she's gonna stay down here for several months. She's not going anywhere. She's not for sale now. You know, maybe in the future, but as for now, we're gonna see what happens. Maybe some other teammates might come on board. Who knows what could happen and help me do this. You know, if any of you guys are listening, hey, if you find a nice Acura RSX, you want to shoot me the link for it, you know, I'll put my Instagram up here. You know, just send me a message. I'd appreciate it. You know, let's get this bad bitch on the road, man. Hell yeah. You know, well, I appreciate you watching so far. You know, if you'd please leave a comment below. If you'd love to see this thing in one of my rides, I'd love to share it with you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and until the next one, keep chasing your dreams, keep reaching your goals. Thanks for watching Wannabe Racer, and I'm out. Bye guys.